Okay folks, right, this is my first effort at a video, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I don't even have a proper camera, I'm just using my phone. I will play around with it, see how it goes. What I'm working at here is a shredder, plastic shredder. I do a lot of fiddling around with plastic, extract kerosene, stuff like that. My biggest pain in the neck always is chopping it up. So I saw this idea on YouTube by a Welshman. Now, he did it slightly different. He used roughly about half-inch square bar, hardened it and stuff like that. But it's pretty simple. There's only one moving part, which would be your shaft. You basically have two of these welded either side. It turns, and it's the motion of these passing through each other, which they won't quite do at the minute. There's a bit of work to be done on them. That's your chopping action. So I'm just trying it at the minute. I'm just using ordinary steel. This was a bit of rebar or something, 35mm or something like that. My game plan would eventually be to use something like tool steel. That's kind of expensive, so you want to have yourself pretty sorted out before you go there. However, I have seen on eBay from a UK company, AIM Tools, and they're selling 200mm lengths at a very, very good price. So I've ordered one of those, see what it's like. They say it's not top quality. What I would do then is put together a proper bar and cut them, and probably, give myself, it's 12mm. So I'll give myself 30mm, whatever, get them lined up, weld them all in. But this is what I'm just doing for now. I think it should work. Now, it worked for this chap, the way he built it. Didn't seem to have a lot of fiddling trying to finish it out. I got these sorted, and we'll take it from there. Okay, I'm back. I was very busy filing and, actually, to be honest, a bit of the grinder worked a treat. So I got these things all matching up, nice and tight, and I want to keep them that tight for now. But I have a problem. I thought this was going to be the hardest part, but no. It does not work like that. So these will basically be welded something like so. A box around this. I have these old cheap Chinese bearings. I just needed two for another project I was fiddling with there some time back. It was just as cheap to get 5 as get 2. It was worth it. 20mm centers, 15 and I think it's 50 something. 52. But my problem is, to finalize this, I need to set it up, see where everything sits, and it will take more modification. This will be the stationary one, so I need to build some relief into these in that direction, on both these inner ones and these ones, and vice versa on this one. It'll be rotating that way. That's the game plan. I need to build a bit of relief in here and in here and all of these along. So okay, the bearings will be pressed onto this. My game plan was put this together, press them on, and then press the outside plates onto the outside of the bearing. That means if I have to take it apart, to do any final work on these, and I'll be unpressing and pressing and unpressing. So I'm going to have to come up with some kind of a plan of a bearing cap. I don't want to be just, bending a bit of steel around it and sort of bolting it onto the top of the whole thing. I want something pretty solid. So, me is going to have to start planning and thinking. So I've got this much done so far. Again, I don't know whether I should really worry too much about. I'm going to set these bearings up once I can get all this sorted, get it working, because I can see me chucking this away and either going for D2 steel that I can harden, or, as I said earlier on, great bargain. Another 2, 3 lengths, and I can make these up individually, line them up, weld the whole lot onto a shaft. Yes, I wasn't thinking when I started, was I? Amazing, still haven't learned that one. So for the time being, it's back to the drawing board. Then we will figure out what we do after that. I just might, for the sake of seeing how this thing works, just make caps for these things and stick it on somewhere or another. Then again, if I am making a frame, I need to make a proper frame. We'll see what gives. Okay, we're back once again, and my coffee's gone fucking cold, usually does. Right, I moved on, think I've these kind of sorted. Well, there's a bit more softening to do on them. So I have got myself basically my frame sorted. Well, I haven't it sorted, but I'm getting there. So here's what I have. Okay, looking good. Remember I was saying about bearings, as in I was going to put this with his bearings up here basically. Tell you what, I don't know if I've gone overkill on this thing with the width and kind of cap the bearings down. There was some reason I wasn't happy with that. Can't remember what it was now, but anyhow, I decided, what have I decided? Jesus, my brain sometimes, yeah, well, okay, I got it. I'm going to fit the shaft down here, the way I can bolt it down, bolt it up, move it around as I need to adjust things. So, I got my trusty hacksaw, and I cut down here, and I cut down here, I drilled a hole, I got my hacksaw blade and I cut along here. And if you fucking believe that, yeah, you definitely need to change your tablets. I have a plasma cutter, so that cut it, and I was able to clean them up. These are both ends. They will have to be drilled, tapped. This is where the bearings are going. They should fit down there. Okay, it's a bit tight, but yeah, we'll finish them off. Well, I have them tacked together at the minute. And we will take it over to the lathe, we'll bore it out, and we'll press the bearings into them. Then press the bearings onto here when I have this welded up. I don't be welding it with the bearings on it. So that's the next plan of action. Stick this in the lathe and bore it. Okay. So we shall go over there. We shall take camera over. Okay, so trick is get this centered here. Now, I'm going to do a bit of a change here. I'm going to put on my 4-jaw chuck, even though it's an ordeal. But I have a few more jobs I've been holding on to because these are heavy bloody yokes. However, for what it's worth, a trick I use if I do, a one-off sort of a centering thing. Normally I keep any jobs like that, I keep them like a scatter of stuff to do. You get something. Hang on a minute, let's see, there has to be some bit of going around stuff around here somewhere. Should never find something I'm looking for. Hold on. That'll give an idea. Use a round bit like this. Very handy. So, what did I do with the thing I had in my hand? So, chuck the likes of this up. Just do a small exercise for a minute. Where the bloody hell is the... Don't leave that in there. Like me, forget it. So get my drill piece in the container over there. Pull it forward. Usually have the center marked. Get this on here and get it around until you get it center. 2 of these magnet guys will do the trick to hold it here. Another one underneath. That will hold it while you can get a tack weld. And basically you just weld that onto that, stuck it back in the chuck, and you're dead center for a drilling job. But like I say, I have a few more things I have to do, and I'm going to put on the 4-jaw chuck. And we'll pray for fingers and toes and stuff like that, because these are ferociously heavy. Unbelievable. So I'll go do that. I have a few jobs I need to do on it with the 4-jaw, and we'll see how that goes.